What's up, Green Nation? Things are heating up in Boston, and you're about to find out why. We've got a medical twist that could shift the entire playoff run, a controversial decision that split the fan base, a historic record that slipped through our fingers, and a behind-the-scenes bombshell nobody saw coming. Ready? Because what's coming next is gonna blow your mind. You won't believe what we've got in store today. So go ahead, take a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive straight into the news. He's back, and he's back when it matters most. After spending nearly half the season sidelined, Kristaps Porzingis has officially been cleared to suit up for the final games of the regular season. That's right, the Latvian unicorn is back, and it changes everything. He's played 41 out of a possible 80 games so far, and even with that huge absence, the Boston Celtics didn't just survive. They dominated with 59 wins and the second best record in the East. This team has shown insane resilience, but fans know one thing: without a fully healthy Porzingis, the road to Banner 18 gets a whole lot tougher. History backs it up. Last year, he only played 7 playoff games. But once he stepped on the court in the finals and dropped 20 points in 21 minutes, everything changed. So why does this matter now? Because the one question haunting Celtics fans is, can Porzingis handle a full playoff run? Coach Joe Mazzulla has been carefully managing rotations to preserve the team's health, and Porzingis is the most delicate case. Every minute he's on the floor is like spinning a roulette wheel with that ankle. The same one that's caused so many headaches in the past. This weekend's games against the Hornets may be meaningless in the standings, but they're a crucial test to see how Porzingis responds physically. He's off the injury report, moving well in practice, and if he plays, he'll close the season with 43 games. Still not ideal, but far more than most predicted after his surgery. But here's where things get tense. Sources close to the locker. Rumors say Porzingis is being monitored under a strict minutes plan for the early playoff games. The idea? Hold the beast back until the real war begins. And that brings up the big dilemma. Do you hold back one of your top weapons to preserve him, even if it means risking an early playoff stumble? Or do you go all in from game one and pray that ankle holds? The fan base is torn. One side screaming, put him in now. We need him firing on all cylinders. The other says, hold him back. He's our secret weapon. Unleash him in the finals. But while that debate rages through WhatsApp groups and TD Garden bleachers, one thing is certain. Just having Porzingis back already sends shockwaves through the league, and the timing could be exactly what Boston needs to run it back. Except, what if I told you that while everyone's celebrating Porzingis' return, a decision involving Jaylen Brown could completely shake up Boston's playoff blueprint? Hold on tight, because what you're about to hear might blow your mind and change everything you thought you knew about the Celtics endgame. As we all get hyped about Porzingis coming back, Jaylen Brown's situation is setting off alarm bells. This isn't just precautionary. This isn't just scheduled rest. The truth is, Brown's been playing through pain, and the decision to sit him against the Charlotte Hornets exposes something much deeper, a real risk that he won't be at 100% for the playoffs. Let's get straight to it. The Celtics announced Brown is out of Friday's game due to posterior impingement in his right knee. Translation: constant pain, recurring swelling, and a serious risk of aggravation. And despite pushing through, because yes, he's played several games hurt, things are not under control. And the person who hit the brakes, none other than Porzingis. That's right. The big man reportedly went straight to the coaching staff and openly suggested that Brown be shut down until the postseason. This wasn't locker room chatter. It was a direct stance. Maybe he needs to take care of that now to be ready when it matters most, Porzingis told Mass Live. And here's the shocker. The front office listened. Joe Mazzulla, known for his competitive first mindset, chose to trust his veterans. The result? Brown will sit out the final regular season games. The risk of pushing and losing him to a serious playoff injury was just too great. But here's the catch, and Celtics fans, brace yourselves. Brown was just 2 games away from qualifying for his second All-NBA selection. Under the league's new rules, players must appear in at least 65 games to be eligible for end-of-season honors. Friday's absence knocks him out of the race, and with that goes a massive contract. Bonus! Jaylen's stats are strong. 22.2 points, 5.8 boards, 4.5 assists, and 1.2 steals. But his drop in three-point efficiency is concerning, shooting just 32.4% from deep, the worst of his career, on a team that leads the league in three-point attempts. That's a problem. Still, his defensive presence and playmaking are crucial. Fans are feeling it. Social media is split. Some back the decision. Better to lose a personal accolade than a title. Others are furious. He fought through pain all year, and now they pull him from the spotlight. Boston's clearly going all in on health for the playoffs. Brown should return, but likely not at peak form. That means the rotation will have to be surgical. Every minute of his playing time treated like a ticking time bomb. The pressure on Tatum, White, and Holiday just went up. And if you thought that was the worst of it, think again. There's one small detail in this whole saga that nearly went unnoticed, and it could hit Jaylen Brown's legacy hard while the team manages their star's health. A historic record slipped through Boston's fingers, and the reason why, well, that's where things get complicated. While we were focused on Brown's knee and Porzingis' comeback, the Celtics let a huge milestone slide. They were just one road win away from tying the all-time NBA record for most away victories in a single season. Just one more. And what happened? An absolute meltdown against the Orlando Magic, a game that instantly joined the list of the season's biggest letdowns. The setup looked perfect. Fresh off an epic OT win against the Knicks, momentum was on their side. But then came the strategy. Full rest mode. Jason Tatum, out. Jaylen Brown, out. Porzingis, White, Holiday, and even Al Horford, all out. Mazzulla benched the entire core. The message was loud and clear. Forget the record. Rest comes first. And the result? A disaster. With a skeleton crew, the Celtics lost 96-76, their lowest scoring game of the year. 9 turnovers in the first quarter alone. And a brutal three-point shooting night, just 7 for 40, a measly 17.5%, a full-on offensive collapse from the league's top three-point shooting squad. Peyton Pritchard, forced to lead the charge, said what we were all thinking. We got to the hotel at 4:30 a.m. That weighs on you, but it's not an excuse. We've got to find ways to win in these spots. And now the debate begins. Was it the right call to punt the game? Was it worth throwing away a chance to tie the legendary 2015-16 Warriors, who had 34 road wins? Fans didn't hold back. On forums and Twitter, the backlash was real. Just one more win, Mazzulla, some cried. I get the rest thing, but you gave up a piece of history, said another. Still, some defended the move. Stats mean nothing. I want that banner. Screw the record. The dilemma is real. Mazzulla explained that the team was simply exhausted. After an emotional win and a long trip, playing full strength was off the table. You guys have been creative with your questions, he told the media. But we got to the hotel at 4:30 a.m. This was about health. Still, the bitter taste remains. A shot at history? Gone! And maybe worse, it left the bench squad with a sour memory heading into the playoffs. Not the confidence boost you'd hope for. But hold on, what's next isn't just about numbers. This hits at the heart of the fan base. A gut punch ending for one of the team's biggest stars. Jaylen Brown, on the verge of a major individual honor, is now officially out of the All-NBA race. And the reason? A number. 2 games and a pain that goes far beyond the knee. You're about to see why this decision hurts more than you think. Take a breath, because this is the kind of news that hits true fans the hardest. Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP in 2024, has just been ruled out of all NBA contention this season. Yes, that Jaylen Brown, the guy who balled out last postseason, stepped up when Tatum disappeared, will now be left off the list of the league's top 15 players. And it all comes down to 2 games. Here's the deal. Under the NBA's new rules, players must appear in at least 65 games to be eligible for all NBA and all defensive teams. Brown had 63, just 2 more needed. Then came the blow. Due to that lingering knee issue, the same posterior impingement, he was ruled out against the Hornets. And just like that, Game over. Think about it. A guy averaging 22.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, 4.5 assists, playing elite defense, stepping up in clutch moments, getting snubbed because of 2 games? That stings. And now the conversation is exploding. Does the 65-game rule really make sense? Brown's numbers are legit. Sure, his 3-point shooting dipped, 32.4%, his career worst, but he still made a huge impact. From fast breaks to defensive doubles to fearless drives to the rim, he was key even at less than 100%, and you can't overlook the heart. The guy played hurt, put the team first, and lost the recognition because of it. Porzingis tried to help. He publicly called for Brown to rest. Management agreed. And now, no All-NBA, no bonus. And yes, Brown knows it. In a recent interview, he admitted he won't be at full strength in the playoffs, but had a plan to manage the pain. Still, he made the sacrifice. For the team, fans are split. Some say he did the right thing. The title matters more than awards. Others are furious. He earned it. He deserved it. This rule is trash. Some argue this injury didn't just cost him an award. It cost him part of his legacy. And there's more. Had Jaylen made the list, the Celtics would have had 2 All-NBA players. Tatum's a lock. Brown getting in would have reinforced the team's dominance. Now, with only 1, there's a sense of injustice, and that weighs when the media builds playoff narratives. But maybe, just maybe, this snub will light a fire. Jaylen's heading into the playoffs with something to prove. Overlooked by the league, snubbed from the awards, but never forgotten by the fans. And make no mistake, if there's one guy who turns pain into performance, it's him. And if you thought you'd felt every emotion already in this video, buckle up. Because now comes the moment of truth. We need to talk. After everything we've just laid out, the Celtics season might have taken a sharp turn. So tell me, Celtics Nation, after all this, are we still title favorites? With Porzingis back but fragile, Brown playing hurt and off the radar, a historic record missed, and front office decisions that could come back to haunt us when it matters most. Is Boston making the right call? Or is this a strategic blunder disguised as caution? I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did the Celtics do the right thing prioritizing health? Or are they hurting their own legacy? And of course, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss a beat.